Hi, this is Roldan Ohana. I'm sharing a recipe today that is for healing. I call it Get Better Juice. I created it when we had the flu, and I found out about some of the ingredients a little bit before we got the flu. And the main part of it is high dose vitamin C powder. And I use both. Oops, this is coming in backwards, but I use both ascorbic acid and sodium ascorbate. At least in my view, it looks like it's backwards. I'm not sure if it is for you. But it's Nutribiotic, and they promise to use highly absorbable versions of vitamin C, because unfortunately some pharmaceutical grade vitamin C powders are using, I guess, vitamin C that comes from black mold off of GMO corn. So you don't want that one. This one I know is not. This one does not come from GMO corn. And it specifically says made without GMOs and not produced from GMOs. So I think that's important. Maybe it's not for everyone, but the other thing I like to make sure we use is filtered water. We don't use like Brita, DuPont, most of those companies, they are chemical companies. So I've actually found that when I bought those filters and I used this water tester that we got with our zero water filter, they give you a water tester when you buy their system. You can get it at Walmart. You used to be able to get it at Target. You can get it at Long's or CVS stores, but they give you a water tester. And when I tested Brita and DuPont and those other chemical company filters, they actually were adding solid things to it. So they tell you that their filters will take zero water. Right here, sorry. Zero water says they will take their water all the way down to zero. And it says 99.6% of dissolved solids are removed. And they want, when you get your water tester, you can test and see that it takes it all the way to zero. And it shows you different parts of the United States and how much solids are in the water, heavy metals, I'm sure pesticides. I'm not sure if it takes the hormones out. I don't know that for sure. All I know is that this is cleaner. Our tap water was starting to hurt my body. I would drink it and I would feel my organs actually hurting. I had some liver damage when I was younger from bad choices. And this one stopped hurting my organs. So anyway, I use filtered water for this. And the next part that I find is important, and this is actually another piece that started it. So this is called Antioxidant Force. It's 100% fresh squeezed juice, not from concentrate. And it is found at Safeway right now because of lovely inflation. It's about $9 to $11 a bottle, but it is really worth it. I use a little bit at a time. For each batch of Get Better Juice, I probably use about this much. I do it kind of to eye. I don't measure it out. But I use old bottles that I've emptied out as my maker. So this is where I mix it. So this is a bottle of when I was preparing. I usually fill it up with about this much filtered water, maybe a little bit less. And then I dissolve a lot of vitamin C powder in it. So typically the dosage you want to use is 1/4 teaspoon per person. And because I'm making this for my whole family and I usually can give my kids 2 rounds of juice per bottle, I put about a tablespoon of each. I put a tablespoon of ascorbic acid and a tablespoon of sodium ascorbate. And so one is an acid and one is a salt. And I mix them because when I go too much ascorbic acid, it's too sour. And if I go too much sodium ascorbate, it's too salty. So that's why I mix them. And sometimes when they're really not feeling well, I'll go even higher. So what vitamin C does, high amounts of vitamin C, is it prevents bacteria and viruses from replicating themselves and growing in the body. And then it helps take the toxins that they release and make you feel sick and achy and give you a fever. It helps remove all that from your body. So that's the other reason I use this one. antioxidant force, because antioxidants do the same thing. And all of these things, cherries, blueberries, cranberries, pomegranates, carrots, all of these things help remove toxins from your body, especially organic versions. So of course, you know, if you can't afford to buy organic, getting fresh fruits and veggies are important, but organic is even like, it's even better because there's less pesticides and there's less chemicals that your body has to process in addition to trying to get something beneficial. So when you're sick, the more things you're giving your body, the longer it's going to take to get better. So another thing is processed sugar. This has no added sugar to it. It's all just fresh squeezed juices. It's 100% fresh squeezed juices, which is why I use it. I also use organic grape juice. I would prefer it was not from concentrate, because when they do concentrate, they boil it down and it destroys a lot of the beneficial things in it, and then they add the concentrate to water. So this is better than some options. There's no added sugar, but it's still not ideal. Yeah, I you know, we gotta pick our battles, and I do try to make it so it's better tasting for the kids. So, you know, I grew up having all those gross, medicines from the pharmaceutical companies, and they really don't actually help you get better. They just mask the symptoms, and they taste gross. And a lot of times there's things in them that are actually bad for your body. So they put petroleum dyes and petroleum fillers in them, and that stuff causes cancer. So it's not good. The other one we use is guava nectar, organic guava nectar from Costco. This is, I think, it's a lot of vitamin C in it. It's also super antioxidant. If you can get fresh guavas, like, great. Here in Hawaii, we can get fresh guavas, but it's a lot to process. And when you're already not feeling well, it's easy just to like, hey, I'm going to get a bottle of guava juice. So those are my main ads. I do usually add elderberry juice when I have it, or elderberry syrup when I have it. I don't have any right now, especially elderberry honey. I don't have any of that right now. Honey is really, it's antibacterial and antifungal and antiviral. That's what you really want to increase. You want to increase those things. Sometimes I'll even take some teas. I'll take some teas like the traditional medicinal teas, and I'll add a little bit of tea to this juice, probably about, like about this much. So you're getting beneficial things, but it's not going to get that taste. And some kids just don't like tea. My kids drink tea, but I've been giving them tea for a long time. So that's why they'll drink it. Anyway, I hope this helps. I know I'm not editing this. I'm just going to post it because I have some friends that need it right now. I hope this helps. I'm going to make it real fast. And yeah, I hope. Oh, I already put this in it. So, also I do it to taste. So, I'm gonna add the things, and of course I'm making it for friends. I don't like drink out of the bottle, but I pour a little bit out and see. Does it need more guava juice? Does it need more grape juice? Can I add more vitamin C powder? Especially if I know families have been sick for a while, they need lots of vitamin C powder. You just want to like high dose. I mean, there's actually been studies that have shown when they put an IV of high dose vitamin C powder, it can kill tetanus. It can kill anything that is bacterial, viral in the body that's not supposed to be there. So it's actually pretty amazing. And I think that's why we don't really hear about it anymore, because it's cheap and the pharmaceutical company won't make as much money if everybody knew how to do that. So here is hopefully the finished product, and we'll see how it tastes. Get a glass. It's a little tart. Tastes like a tart berry juice, but it's really good. It's like a little bit tart, grape kind of berry. So anyway, it helps, and it helps to get better faster. We used it when we had the flu, and the doctors could not believe we had the flu. They were like insistent, no, it can't be the flu. You guys are doing too good. They tested us, and we had the flu. So it helped us with COVID. It helped us with RSV, influenza A and B, and we had no complications, no issues, and we got over it really fast. So I would just encourage anybody who needs this or could use this. The other thing I would say too is if you to use it, but if the other thing I would say is that if you like to add lots of tinctures, like say you have an immune tincture or, you know, something with all these different herbs. Some people like, there's so many herbs out there. There's echinacea, there's tulsi. There's so much herbs that help provide nourishment and healing during sick times. You can add those tinctures to this and you barely taste it. And kids will drink it, no problem. So just, this is a great way to get your children to take medicine that will actually heal their body, not just mask symptoms and give them gross tasting stuff from pharmaceutical companies. So I hope this helps. Okay, bye.